A fully staffed commercial space, outfitted with premium sound systems and luxury real estate, is currently generating $0 in revenue. This massive capital investment is highly vulnerable. Its financial viability can be completely derailed by the absence of just 20 specific people. If a venue looks empty, paying customers will simply turn around at the door and take their money down the street. Revenue in this industry depends on a single intangible asset: the manufactured perception of demand. This diagram outlines the core economic engine of the industry. Nightclubs generate profit by exploiting basic human mating psychology and historical gender income divisions. It relies on a simple flow of logic. Female inventory attracts male buyers, which ultimately converts into capital through VIP sales. Without a critical mass of non-paying women inside the venue, the model collapses. Men looking for social validation have no audience to impress, and they will not enter the club. However, when the demographic balance is correct, the equation works exponentially. Men with capital require a highly visible platform to display their wealth. They will spend thousands of dollars on private VIP tables to capture the attention of the women in the room. Promoters weaponize this dynamic by physically placing groups of attractive women at the exact tables facing the club's entrance. The moment paying customers walk past the bar, they are hit with the immediate illusion of a high-energy, desirable environment. The financial trade-off is highly asymmetrical. The club supplies these planted women with inexpensive complimentary drinks and mixers. In exchange, the club leverages their visible presence to sell $1,000 bottle service to the men who walk in behind them. Behind the music and the lights, the venue operates as a cold, calculated financial market for human attention. Relying on a promoter's organic, real-world social network has a hard limit. A single person can only hand out so many flyers, or text so many acquaintances before their contacts are exhausted. To consistently fill massive venues every single weekend, promoters have transitioned away from personal relationships and built covert, algorithmic supply chains. Operating behind the scenes, promotion teams run shadow profiles across popular dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble. They position the account as a local, well-connected DJ to draw in matches looking for a night out. This sorting matrix shows what happens post-match. A silent partner categorizes each match through strict criteria gates, logging estate scores, availability, and musical preferences. These categorized groups are then dispatched to specific clubs that align with their profiles, providing each venue its required aesthetic inventory. The spontaneous crowd jumping to the music is the highly curated output of an industrialized, data-sorting operation running 24/7 on local smartphones. Acquiring digital leads is only the first step. Every promoter must eventually force their acquired assets through a rigid physical bottleneck, the club entrance. The bouncer acts as the venue's ultimate border patrol. They enforce the club's strict visual standards in real time, holding the power to reject anyone at the velvet rope, regardless of what a promoter promised on a dating app. Promoters lack formal authority. They are not employees of the venue. To get their guests inside, they have to carefully spend their limited political capital, negotiating and bartering with the security staff. They supply the aesthetic inventory that keeps the venue alive, yet promoters operate as external contractors, trapped at the absolute bottom of the nightclub's power hierarchy. The biological arbitrage model requires wealthy spenders looking to impress. On a dead weekday night, that demographic stays home, and the entire financial equation breaks down. To generate capital on a Thursday, promoters have to pivot operations. Instead of relying on exclusivity and biological manipulation, they hack the crowd's dopamine directly, using extreme, absurd stimuli. They manufacture chaos with highly specific props: cash cannons over the dance floor, bubble guns handed to the crowd, women rolling out body sushi. For this to succeed, the promoter's economic role has to shift. They stop being a silent broker supplying background inventory and step onto the floor as the central brand, the host, and the primary entertainer. The financial reward scales with the effort. Instead of earning a flat $5 fee per guest, a promoter executing a total psychological takeover captures a direct 10% cut of the entire bar revenue. When traditional social engineering fails to draw a crowd, the most effective way to extract capital is to engineer a totally artificial, judgment-free reality. This system of engineered chaos and biological arbitrage serves as the standardized blueprint for nightlife in every major city worldwide. Every time you step into a venue and notice the incredible energy, you are walking into a carefully calibrated psychological trap designed to maximize spending. As algorithms and virtual spaces offer social connection without the friction of a velvet rope, it raises a question about the necessity of physical rooms. The survival of these shadow brokers and the multi-million-dollar venues they fill depends entirely on their ability to keep the physical illusion alive in an increasingly digital world.